WWE video time, guys, and it's N60 Sean here, and PewDiePie, after saving the universe from YouTuber cyborg creations by punching them in the nuts, and also overcoming popular MMOs in a #1 contendership. Actually, look at that, cheeky little low blow from Poods. He finally gets his N60 title match in a match of his choosing. What match did PewDiePie go for? A match that we've never seen before on the channel. A PewDiePie rules match. What are the rules of a PewDiePie rules match? No one is sure. I thought it might be you laugh, you lose. But I think H2O Delirious and everyone else are going to find out all together as the N60 champion H2O Delirious comes down to a ring where he doesn't even know what the rules are. I mean, it's a smart move by PewDiePie. He kind of was given the opportunity to have any match he wanted. So he's gone for a match that his opponent doesn't know anything about. Is that smart? Is that even allowed? Who even knows? But here comes H2O Delirious with an air of trepidation, welding that baseball bat. Is this going to be the last time H2O Delirious walks the ring as N60 champion? Guys, if you are hyped for this title match, smash that like button, as everybody knows how to do on a YouTube. And here comes the big glorious N60 Championship referee Derek Nelson, who I'm assuming knows the rules. You hope that he knows the rules. Holding that title, and PewDiePie explaining the rules. That there are no disqualifications, and the main rule of a PewDiePie rules match is that if you're not from Sweden, you have to face a bear in the opening 2 minutes. Surely PewDiePie cannot be serious. That is ridiculous. And in honor to prove your toughness, non-Swedish competitors have to face a bear, and here comes the bear. The polar bear has entered the ring, and H2O Delirious needs to survive with this polar bear for 2 minutes in the opening round of a PewDiePie rules match. Smart move by PewDiePie. What kind of, I mean, look at this. The polar bear dropping the elbow on H2O Delirious, and already the deck is stacked against the N60 champion, as he's got 90 seconds to survive an onslaught from a polar bear. Polar bear who goes by the name of Polar Pete, stomping those feet of the Polar Pete. As what is PewDiePie doing? PewDiePie is assisting the bear. PewDiePie has grabbed a table for the bear as H2O Delirious gets slowly but surely dismantled by an enraged polar bear in the opening 2 minutes of this PewDiePie rules match. H2O Delirious. Oh mate, H2O Delirious in trouble. Could be going for a powerbomb here. Big powerbomb in. The powerbomb was so ferocious. The table was thrown out of the ring, but luckily there's a PewDiePie on hand to just put the table back in the ring. And oh no, Delirious now wrestling the table off the polar bear, and he just bonked that polar bear on the head with the table. The polar bear's in trouble, and H2O Delirious, he's got 30 seconds to survive this polar bear before what I assume the PewDiePie rule match continues. Polar bear being driven headfirst into the table, and that has got to be it for the polar bear. Get rid of that polar bear, Delirious. Oh, he's not finished with the polar bear yet. He's got the polar bear by the throat, and a big choke slam as 10 seconds left. The crowd counting down as the polar bear is thrown to the outside. And not just content with that, I think Delirious wants to put the polar bear down. He doesn't want he wants to risk any surprise cameo appearances from this polar bear. He's just batted it with a baseball bat. And I'm guessing this match has now started. The actual PewDiePie rules match with this weird preliminary round where H2O Delirious had to face off with a polar bear. And, oh, see, oh mate. So I need to get this polar bear out of here. So he's been brutalised by Delirious. And PewDiePie with a running super kick, knocking Delirious down. And now this PewDiePie rules match continues after Delirious survives 2 minutes with a polar bear. And I believe PewDiePie did say it was no disqualification, but he didn't really specify what else was in this match. And as PewDiePie outsmart and outthought Delirious, in this one. And now, oh mate, he's using his own moves against him. Insult to injury here with a big choke slam to Delirious. And now PewDiePie goes up to the top rope, drops an elbow drop into the heart of Delirious. 1, 2, and well, you can obviously win this match by pinfall. So it's like we're learning about PewDiePie rule matches as we're going to be going along here. We know that there's pinfalls, we know that there's no disqualifications, and we know that there's an opening 2 minutes with a polar bear. Ridiculous. And Delirious, as you would expect after, oh, what is PewDiePie doing here? Oh mate, this is only going to annoy Delirious, man. I mean, we've had one bear, but don't poke this bear. Delirious is all tied up in a Windsor knot, and PewDiePie now taunting Delirious. It's kicking him right in the butt crack. And now Delirious in a big trouble here as PewDiePie is taunting the N60 champion. But now see, this is what happens if you enrage Delirious. The rage of Delirious now being unleashed onto PewDiePie. Right hands and stomps to PewDiePie. And oh mate, I think PewDiePie might have, I mean, all these mind games, the ridiculous matches, the nonsensical stipulations could come back to just backfire on PewDiePie here, who might just see himself just completely dismantled in this match. Could this be the oh wait, PewDiePie's back up. PewDiePie's coming back. Flying clotheslines off the ropes. Big leaping drop kick to Delirious. Delirious now needs to protect himself, needs to protect them nuts as well, because PewDiePie with that lethal bro fist could put Delirious down, and we could see a new N60 champion. PewDiePie going up top, went for the shooting star press, a flippy slippy press, and now Delirious, he's got PewDiePie up. This could be it, tombstone pile driver. That is it for PewDiePie. But PewDiePie signaling 2. What is happening here? That was just a 2 count. But it looks like that was the end of round 1. The time limit for round 1 of PewDiePie rules has expired, and now the match is resumed. PewDiePie with a roll up. What is this? 1, 2, and I think PewDiePie, maybe with Derek Nelson in collusion here, might be just making the rules up as he goes along here. Time limits in the first round, polar bear rounds. And now PewDiePie is back on offense. H2O Delirious had the match won, but the time limit for round 1 expired before the referee could count to 3. And a bro fist straight to the side of Delirious's head. Is PewDiePie going to steal this one in a PewDiePie rules match? 1, 2, and oh, I thought it was 3. That's definitely sounded like 3. But Delirious just kicks out. PewDiePie now with a forearm and gets a shot blocked. And now here we go, looking for another one of those big power bombs. How many more can these power bombs can PewDiePie take? And now what's Delirious doing? No disqualifications. PewDiePie did mention that at the beginning. And he's got the baseball bat. And PewDiePie in trouble here, but referee Derek Nelson pulling the baseball bat away, saying that in a PewDiePie rules match there's no baseball bats allowed. It's no disqualifications, but no baseball bats. And now PewDiePie with a roll up. 1, 2, and Delirious reverses it and got the leg hooks. 1. Oh, PewDiePie just kicking out. What is going on here? This match is ridiculous. A flying spear to PewDiePie. Polar bear rounds. Time limited first rounds. No baseball bats, but no disqualifications. And Delirious is losing patience with everybody here. And PewDiePie flying in with a clothesline. And PewDiePie shooting star press to Delirious. PewDiePie is in, Delirious is in danger here. And the bro fist to the nuts of Delirious, and Delirious goes down. And I think we got a new N60 champion. 1, 2, and Delirious just kicking out before the 3. Not many people kick out of that, and I'll tell you what, that wasn't enough. That super kick will beat down, and now PewDiePie going to the outside. Remember, it's no disqualifications, just no baseball bats, and PewDiePie with a steel chair. Now hammering away on H2O Delirious in a matchup where I swear he's supposed to be making the rules up as he goes along. And Delirious just clawing himself to try and get to his feet. And PewDiePie went for the scoop slam, but Delirious still having something in the tank to drop PewDiePie on the back of his head with a back body drop. Has Delirious got enough to turn this match around? Looking for the tombstone here. It's not going to be no end of round 2 silliness, surely. Tombstone. The legs, the arms across. 1, 2. And this time PewDiePie just manages to kick out to keep his N60 Championship dreams alive. Shot to the kidneys. He's got PewDiePie goozled. And a choke slam to PewDiePie in the middle of the ring. And PewDiePie's in trouble here. And now Delirious. I think Delirious has got some nasty intentions in mind, because he's got that steel chair. The steel chair that PewDiePie brought into this match in the first place. And is now going to work on PewDiePie. Wailing away with that steel chair to the midsection. And Delirious, we know that he is a savage with that steel chair. PewDiePie could be reaping what he's sowing here for taking a mick. Delirious taking liberties. Oh, mate. And this is what happens when you take liberties with Delirious. PewDiePie is in a vulnerable situation here, and there's nothing in PewDiePie rules to say that this isn't allowed, as Delirious with the decapitator with the steel chair to PewDiePie, and that is it. No chance of getting out of this one. 2. And Delirious retains the N60 Championship after a solid, sneaky effort. Oh, mate, and I think Delirious was unhappy with Derek Nelson's role in this whole match. I don't think Delirious seemed to think that he was given a fair chance to have the rules explained to him properly, and is firmly blaming the official in this one. And now Delirious is just taking apart referee Derek Nelson, whose officiating has been patchy, to say the least, in an N60 ring. Where's Shen Wu? That's what I want to know. Why can't we get Matt Rubio, Matt Rubio, a referee's t-shirt? But that is it for this match, guys. Drop a like if you enjoyed it. Guys, drop that like. Oh, mate, Delirious has gone mad. Delirious absolutely savaging poor little Derek Nelson here. Drop a like if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And if it's the first video of mine that you've watched, go and watch some other matches. I would thoroughly recommend watching Season 9 from start to finish. I've been N60 Sean. See you later, guys. Bye.